You're catching me while I'm having a moment. As I ponder, looking out the window, I ain't pondering shit, man. I'm telling you, maybe it's just one of those days, but shit, man. Even after last night, it's clear that America's garbage. You're probably gonna be like, dude, why you already crapping on America? Listen, man, look, you got clowns being on national TV debating, and then we got to pick between these two sorry mofos. Don decided that he wanted to activate all his cornball ass troops to feel empowered to now be ready just in case there's an uprising. Don will probably lose, and he probably will not be our president. And then all that's going to do is it opens the floodgates for some of these stupid ass, corny ass people to come out here and start acting up. I'm going to tell you, man, I will have to go to work every day out in Woodinville, Washington. And I've never wanted to throw bricks more at people than when I drive through that area and see all these cornballs with all their Trump stuff and all that. And then last night gave them this weird sense of power, I assume, because I seen these people out here today, everybody acting brand new. America sucks. We got people still suffering from this pandemic, this virus, people losing jobs, bro. I lost 7 racks over the last month and a half due to jobs slowing down and bad things happen. Like, man, do you understand what I'm willing to do to get my 7 racks back? I'm willing to like choke the life out of something, mainly just my job, because I gotta get these paychecks up, man. But just sitting over here like trying to stack this money, trying not to be stressed. The stuff with Brianna's case is crazy. Coon Cameron out here acting crazy. If we want to choke somebody, we should be able to choke this Coon Cameron. I don't even feel bad saying that. Ready to choke something. People didn't know me when I was a kid, bro. That was my go-to move back in the day. Needs to get too close, you get choked. I'm not playing. Take the life out of you, boy. And that's what I feel like has happened to me. I feel like the life has been choked out of me. Still ain't hooping, which that's depressing. I'm tired of just getting up shots by myself. There's no work with that. Practicing by yourself. What am I, 7? Hell no. It's not doing nothing. Not improving my game, not doing nothing. I do fun things. I hang out, but fuck, man. Tired of it. No bowling. I ain't been bowling in a minute. Listen, I'm here to complain about things that literally do not matter today. Let me stop, man. Let's get back to last night. I like how Biden called him a clown, though. Respect. Because there's some of these people out here, I mean, not most of us, but there are a lot of people that put on those little suits and those fucking, pantsuits. If it's the ladies, they put on those clothes every day. They go up to that hill every day. They go to that job every day, and they freaking basically kiss that motherfucker's ass. And it's nice to see somebody actually call him a clown and tell him to shut up because he talks too damn much. Tired of that, bro. Why is it that we have to wait a whole other month to get him the fuck out of here so we can hear him shut up finally? Why do we have to wait so long? It should have been took him out. And I don't mean that in any type of violent way. I'm just talking about if processes actually were, designed to do things, like that impeachment shit would have worked, and then they would have done it, and he would have been gone, and we wouldn't have to deal with this. This type of behavior and all the things that go on, this should no longer ever be allowed to happen while a position or a person holds this position. People got to get tired of this. They got to fix this shit, bro. We shouldn't even be dealing with this. All of the residual effects of how these things get handled when it comes down to the virus, how they allocate resources, how they treat people and communities all across the country, all this shit is garbage. People are not doing right. And I feel like nobody want to say nothing about it. We got all the people are yelling and screaming. But all those niggas that wear $3,000 suits to work every day are just like, hey, you know what? Suits pressed and fresh. I don't have to say shit. Honestly, this sounds crazy, but I hope they die first. If you've been working up in DC and you haven't done anything about this, I hope you perish first. You should go before people like me, people like my friends, my family, all that. You should go before the rest of us go. Because you've been sitting up there this whole time watching them not do right. And you haven't done anything about it. Tired of that shit. But you see my hat? Got Lakers tonight. At least something good will happen today. If we take game one, the series will be a sweep. Or it won't be. I don't fucking know. Shit's probably rigged. For all you know, just for dramatic effect, the Lakers will win the first two, then they'll lose game three, and then they'll come back 4-5 and put Miami to sleep. That's probably what is going to happen for dramatic effect. They're not going to let LeBron walk away without the ring. Who cares about LeBron? I want Rondo just to get another ring. Shout out to Rondo. But no shout out to Rondo's barber. Y'all seen Rondo's haircut? Rondo, I love you, bro, but your brother is in charge of the barbershop in the bubble. Your man couldn't give you a better cut? Well, I really ain't got no room to talk. That's why I got this hat on. My shit's looking real foul. Probably about as foul as last night. I still can't believe it. Today, that 7 racks came back to haunt me because my car messed up again. I'm tired of fucking cars, man. You got to have them to get everywhere, but they're expensive as fuck to maintain. I'm tired of it. I'm literally thinking about going out there, lighting my shit on fire, and then calling the insurance company and being like, y'all don't know what happened. I'm going to blame it on the niggas across the street who are doing construction on this house. They not working with fire, but I mean, listen, by the time people pull up and they start to question, those people will be gone, all right? Who's it going to hurt? It's not going to hurt anybody. It'll hurt the insurance company, which you know I have a long-standing beef with them, and then maybe they can replace my car. I don't know. That's probably not how any of that works. I'm just speaking from a place of frustration, but that fucking car has got to go. I'm tired of it. This is the show where I talk about all the things I'm tired of. What else am I tired of? Activision, come on, man. When y'all gonna update the game types on Warzone, give us something better than this shitty ass armored battle royale. Ain't nobody playing that. I mean, I'm gonna play it after this, but I only played it a couple times last night. Where if it would have been anything else, I would have played it like 10 times, but instead I played it 5 times. See that? Because that shit's trash, but I had to get used to it. I still didn't like it, man. What else can I complain about? I feel like the smoke is back. As crazy as this shit sounds, if you're in the Seattle area, is it just me or does it seem like it's getting smoky again outside? Maybe they finna burn this shit down. Is Jesus coming back? Probably not. And if he is, he probably leaving me here, which I don't blame him. The way I be acting, ain't nobody getting called home. Boy, your home is south, boy. Going to hell. And you know what? I also know I'm going to hell because I've been laughing at some videos and some memes online that have been extremely inappropriate. I'm going to talk about one I laughed at. And I only sent it to one person because I felt bad. But I saw a meme where it was a picture on the back of a bus. And it had a very prominent historical figure on the back. And I think you can guess where I'm going with that. On the back of the bus. And I felt bad because I laughed. Straight to hell. But you know what? I probably should be begging for forgiveness because the way I deal with the heat, it ain't gonna be for me, fam. I hope hell is nice and has 4 seasons at least. And not the hotel, but I mean like a fall, winter, summer, spring type of situation. Because I'm not trying to burn up. But maybe, you know, if it's too hot, just go quick. Just burn me up quick, man. Cremate me quick, cuz. I gotta get out of here. These people out here acting crazy. I can't stand it. Traffic is increased now because niggas is going back to work in the Seattle area. All these bitches can't drive. And when I say bitches, I mean male and female. Don't worry. We're not discriminating over here. It's all of y'all. And I can say that because it's all of y'all. And I'm talking about the ones that's on their phone looking at like Instagram and Facebook and all that shit while they driving. Shit, I seen a girl today. I bullshit you not. Tell me why this girl's driving. She's applying makeup to her face and holding the steering wheel and a cup of coffee at the same fucking time. You're operating a motor vehicle. Why didn't you wake your dusty ass up a little bit earlier, apply your eyeliner to make all this shit look beautiful, and drink your coffee while you're either at the light or not on the fucking freeway? Or just don't apply the eyeliner, hold the wheel with one hand, hold the coffee with the other. Don't hold the coffee cup and the steering wheel at the same time. I don't even know how you were managing that. I had to get the fuck away from her because I had a feeling that if I would have stayed next to her, we was gonna get in a car accident. I could feel it, bro. Because there ain't no way in hell somebody's prepared to correct their vehicle if they start to go off the side of the road when they're applying the eyeliner and holding the steering wheel and the coffee at the same time. And Jesus Christ, woman, how big are your hands that you can hold a cup of coffee and the steering wheel at the same time? Jesus, she has some big ass balls too for doing that. That's some crazy shit. I don't even be doing that in the car. The most that I'm willing to do is maybe turn the phone on and activate the Snapchat and let it record me, but it's on a stand. Or I'll change the music. But holding the wheel and a cup of coffee and applying the eyeliner, baby, you was trying to die before you go to your job, huh? She didn't want to go to work today. She was hoping some crazy shit would happen. And it almost did. All in the other lanes and shit like, oh my God, please stop. Craziness. People are acting crazy. Yesterday, what happened yesterday? Go to work. Tell me why. I'm in not at my job, just in the area where my job is located. But I'm in the presence of somebody who has, at least up to this point, the biggest Blue Lives Matter flag that I've ever seen on the back of this janky ass Toyota. Also, they have a sticker on the window. This person just works at a bar, not even a cop. You just work at the bar. What is your connection, or why is your connection with police so deep that you felt compelled to put that flag on the back of your car? Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. I do have a job where I work with, people who are younger than the age of 18, but it's crazy to me how many young kids seem to think that Blue Lives Matter is a thing. They seem to think that most black people are out here just complaining and being annoying. Sorry, I keep messing with this because I'm not used to having a beanie on and also having all this fucking hair on my head. I don't know. I started growing the hair out again because, this shit's getting thick. I'm gonna let this thing grow until it can't grow anymore, until my hair start to fall off and I start looking like LeBron James. LeBron, shave that shit, bro. Niggas so tired of seeing that. Just shave it. All right. It ain't gonna kill you. Just shave it. Okay. Anybody that's going through that, listen, all you Seahawks fans, y'all saw how they kept showing Tyler Lockett on Fox this past weekend. What? Tyler, and I know you personally, bro. Shave that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna let this grow until, like I said, it falls off or something crazy. But I am thinking about shaving my beard today. I feel like I'm in a crisis, and maybe shaving my beard would make me feel better. But I haven't decided because I feel like every time I do that, it always ends up being a mistake. But maybe third time's a charm. Maybe I do it this time, something crazy good will happen. But anyway, back to the fact that I know all these young people who are still very impressionable. They still have an opportunity to be a part of great change and historical victories, but yet they're opting to remain on the wrong side of all of this. I literally had a kid tell me that his parents tell him that the things that are going on right now are only happening because people are just complaining. And that was weird that was all he said. And that was weird to me. Almost more devastating than most of the stuff you hear. Because I'm like, In my head, I'm thinking, fam, you think this is just because people are complaining? You think all of this stuff is happening because people are just complaining. Your parents have failed you because they don't even want to take time to explain to you actually why this stuff is happening, while doing their best to remain objective, if anything. I mean, because it's a child. You want your child to have the opportunity to, I mean, obviously be molded by you to some degree, but have the opportunity to kind of see and learn things a little bit for themselves. But just telling them that like the riots and the protesting are just coming from people complaining and being very dismissive to the fact that some of these people are out here doing this stuff because they want to see real change. It's not just complaints, bro. It ain't just complaining when Shorty end up getting killed in her home, when my man gets killed for, maybe a fake $20 bill, or my other homeboy end up dying behind the fact that he's jogging through a neighborhood that he don't live in. That's not complaining. What I started out doing on the show, that was complaining. Complaining about Activision. It's video games. No one gives a fuck about that. Complaining about Shorty with the big ass balls in the hands with the cup and the coffee and the steering. All that's complaining. Complaining about the insurance companies. I'll never let that go. Geico, you done pissed me off. But that is complaining. Peacefully protesting because you're tired of the fact that you continue to see your brothers and sisters get killed on a daily basis. That's not complaining. It's tough out here, bro. I feel like everybody's stressed on edge. I know I sure as fuck am. I had one of my homeboys, shout out to my man Mitch. I can appreciate the fact that another man is willing to admit when he's having a hard time. And the fact that people who are here, we're not in Kentucky, we're here, we're in Washington. The fact that people are sharing the pain that continues to ail them as we all sit back and watch how other adults and people in positions of power continue to screw up and make more of a mess of Breonna's situation than what they should. It's crazy to me that we all have to share that. This will be a year that we will never forget. And not just because of some stupid ass fucking virus. That COVID shit, blah. Yeah, that was a part of it. But this other stuff I feel like is low key. I'm gonna say it because for me, it's more serious. And don't be like, oh, it's because you didn't have it and you don't know anyone. No. It's because in the beginning, that February, March, April, that's all COVID. COVID can have that. We start to transition out of that as we begin to see an uprising across the nation in regards to protesting, rioting, all that type of stuff. COVID has to go to the back of the bus or the front of the bus or drive the bus. I don't know. All this other stuff is just way too crazy. I'm still struggling with the fact that there are people who are genuinely like, we have to support Trump. He's the best person for us. Look how he cares about all the people, takes care of all the people. My nigga, if that is the case, goddamn, why are so many of us still fucking struggling? If this nigga care about y'all so fucking much, why are people struggling? Please tell me. But these rich people don't give a fuck about y'all. They don't be caring, bro. What do you mean? You know who the best person for all of this is? It's probably some fictional character that we've made up and put in a movie. It's one of those Mary Poppins, Baloo from Jungle Book, Peter Pan, Tank. These are people that are probably better for us than what this other knucklehead is providing. But yet people swear on everything that this is the guy that we need. How? Tell me how. Bro, you see after the debate, Joe Biden's wife comes up to him, gives him a hug and a kiss. And Melania just dapped up Trump and was like, all right, nigga, get away from me. Bro, your own wife don't even want to touch you, fam. Niggas don't be feeling you like that. If your own wife don't want to touch you, that right there is what tell me everything I need to know about him. His own wife don't respect him. Because if your old lady don't fool with you, bro, why the fuck should I? And I wasn't fooling with you to begin with. And it has nothing to do with being Republican or Democrat. I'm none of those motherfuckers. I'm just a dusty brother that is opting in as far as voting is concerned because I refuse to sit back and not do it and then allow people to shame me and be like, well, you didn't vote. And that basically was one vote for him, man. What were you doing, man? I don't want to hear that shit this year. So this is what I'm going to do for y'all. Not for y'all, for us, for me too. We're going to let the other dude try to get it. And then when he fade away, then we'll let Kamala or whatever shorty name is, she can take over. I've been saying for the longest time, I think it's time that we have a female president anyway. Because the men have shown time after time that they can't do right. They keep screwing this up. Why are we so against the idea of allowing somebody else to do it? These two jokers not qualified for this job. I don't know. Maybe Biden is, but the other dude, he clearly not. He clearly not. Can't do it, bro. Voting is more important than ever. Make sure that you vote, man. 2020 is going to be a year that we never forget. Obviously, that's already been the case, but the election is going to be October is tomorrow. October and that first couple weeks of November, it's election, vote. Everything has to be geared around all that type of stuff. So y'all got to make sure that y'all are up on that. Mental health. Make sure that you are taking care of your mental health. Also, if you're an adult and you have children, please start to coach your kids and get them to understand what mental health means. Teach them how they can take care of themselves and put them in positions to where they can be successful and advocate for themselves when they're not in the presence of you. Please do that. I bet if we all did that and we took this shit more seriously, then maybe we would have less trauma at school with a lot of these kids. Obviously, some of that can't be prevented due to the home life and the situations outside of school, but fuck, man. Could you imagine if we taught kids how to manage some of the issues that they face? And even for them, even though we as adults look at it as like it's always low level, you're not struggling, you're not stressing, you don't do nothing, you're just a kid. Yeah, I get that. We all say that. I definitely say that. But at the same time, kids can still be in fear, can be insecure, can still struggle, and that type of stuff can still weigh on you. Shit, if you're 35 years old and you're still stressing about how you look and the fact that your body changes and not in the way that you want it to, how do you think a kid who's a teenager feels? Because remember how you felt when you were a teenager and all of a sudden things started acting funny down there? Everything got tight around here, or if you were a boy, some stuff started happening. All those things, it can stress you out. School, your workload, the friends, all of those things can stress kids out. So we got to stop looking at kids and being like, you don't have any real problems because you don't work, you don't do this, you don't do that. We got to stop doing that because up here, their minds are still fragile. So if they end up beating themselves to a pulp based on the fact that they have these struggles and they don't know how to manage them and the adults that are around them don't help them manage them, what do you think happens when they become an adult? They probably end up being like this nigga Donnie. Or they end up being crazy as shit like me. We don't want either of these people to be walking around the earth, nor myself or dusty ass Trump. And did y'all see what was cracking with his hair last night? Buddy looks like he pieces his hair from extra hair from the shower drain, puts it together, and then slaps it on his head with a little bit of Gorilla Glue. I'm tired of that, bro. At least get a new hairpiece before you talk to me. I'm out.